We are now live. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Let me kick it off with a little jams. Get the mood set for the day.
I can make you without you. No way I can make you without you. Simple song, sing it with us. No way I can make you without you. I need you. No way I can make you without you. Everybody say there's no way I can even sing my song. No way I wouldn't know right from wrong. No way can't even comb my hair. No way can't even look my stare. There's no way I can't walk my walk. No way not even talk the talk. No way everybody say no way. No way. Wake up, shake yourself. All who are sleeping, get on up. Time for revival, that freshness, that new day. Rise up. You can clap your hands if you want. Been too long in the same place. Don't sit there, don't try up. Let's go. Let's go. The past is beneath you. Look up now. I'm telling you, it's more. Get up and feel. Get up and feel. So get up and feel. Get up and feel. You've been down long enough. Get up and live. Oh, get up and live. I don't see y'all. Everybody clapping up like, hey, here we go. Just like Jesus when he turned the water into wine. I just want y'all to have a good time. Woo! Just like Jesus when he turned the water into wine. I just want y'all to have a good time. Hold up, y'all. Wait. Let me hit a horn. Hey! We're gonna have a good time. I hope y'all ready. Here we go.
Okay. That if that don't get you in the mood, I don't know what will. I don't know what will. Hey, I did them horns just for you, Pop. I know you like them horns. All right. Well, good morning, Real Power. We're gonna kick off church school. First, I wanted to say we know March is Women History Month, so I didn't want to let the whole month go by without expressing our appreciation for the women. They will be having a service today. Reverend Kelly is going to be preaching a mighty word we already know, and then following church, they're going to have a women's brunch. So hopefully you all are either on your way or planning to make those events. Um, we will be using Kahoot today. So if you can see the pen going across the bottom of the screen there, I'm gonna dive right into the Kahoot. And what we're gonna do today, we're gonna be talking about the women of the Bible. So we were having a conversation in the car yesterday. Just how many women from the Bible can you name? And I think Trey had the most because his mom couldn't use his answers. So, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. Can everybody see the Kahoot login? Um, I'm gonna share my screen. All right, we're gonna give you a little time to go and get in. I'll play some music while we wait. We got three participants so far. Anybody need help logging in? We got one person chiming in online. Want to say welcome. Looks like we got the 4 participants. Everybody in. Papa, you good? Thumbs up. Everybody give me a thumbs up if you're in. I see Butch. I see Granny. Trey, Jamel. Uh-oh. Papa look like he's going to get some help. So what y'all unmute for a second and just let me know how many women could you name, before we go into the lesson from the Bible?
Ruth, Esther, Judith.
Okay. All right. So we know one person needs the lesson today. How many you got, Trey?
I have 2.
Okay.
You
What
got
about you,
Trey?
Butch?
I have Mary and Eve.
Mary, Eve,
That's
Mary
great.
Magdalene.
Let's go
I
to
forgot the lady's name, but the lady he healed that was trying to have the babies.
Okay. All right. Well, you don't credit if you don't know her name.
Kahoot It.
Yeah, I'm not. I think I got.
All right.
I can get about close to 5. I
All
don't know. I don't know all the names.
right. We see some people coming in. All right. Pawpaw good? Can't tell how many participants, man.
Oh,
4.
what?
I see 4. How many? Okay, we got Purple Fair is joined. Is that it? Let me know.
Probably we're joining last is everybody knows your name, Purple Ferret.
All right. So is he good, Granny? I can't hear you. You're on mute. Okay, we good. All right, here we go. We're about to get it started. Oh, we got glowing cane join the party. All right. So this is the real power women of the Bible. All right. So Trey, since this is one of yours, can you read about Eve for us, please?
Created by God to be a companion, and helper for Adam, the first man. Everything was perfect in the Garden of Eden, but when Eve believed the lies of Satan, she influenced Adam to eat the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Right.
Okay, that looked like your teacher cut off the rest of the saying there. Sorry about that. I won't be able to pull it up right now. Let's go with Jamel. Can you read about Sarah?
Sarah, mother of the Jewish nation. Impatience led Sarah to influence Abraham to father a child with her Egyptian slave. Finally, at 90, Sarah gave birth to Isaac. From Sarah, we learn that God's promises always come true and his timing is always best.
Okay, so tell me, did you know about Sarah before?
Yes.
Okay.
Couldn't think of her name though.
Okay.
I knew the story and not her name.
All right, so we can add that to the list, right? And let's keep on going around. Layla, can you take this one?
Jochebed?
Oh, I'm gonna go get my
How do you
phone.
pronounce that?
Jochebed.
Okay. Jochebed influenced history by surrendering what she treasured most to the will of God. when the Egyptians began killing the male babies of Hebrew slaves, Jochebed put baby Moses in a waterproof basket and set adrift on the Nile River.
Okay, so had you heard of Jochebed before? Layla, you're on mute.
Not that I remember.
Okay. So yeah, so like it says, she was the mother of Moses. So to save him, she put him in that basket and floated him down the Nile. Let's see. Butch, why don't you tell us a little bit about Rebecca?
Rebecca, intervening wife of Isaac. Rebecca was barren until Isaac prayed for her. Rebecca favored Jacob, the younger, over Esau, the firstborn. Through an elaborate trick, Rebecca helped influence the dying Isaac to give his blessing to Jacob instead of Esau.
So do you remember that story? I'm gonna give y'all a little. Most of these are in Genesis, so that's the first book of the Bible. So, had you heard that before, Butch? The story of Esau and Jacob.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Church Ray, coming to you. What names have we heard so far?
Wait. Okay, there you go.
Okay, we've heard Eve, Sarah, Jochebed,
Rebecca.
Huh?
Rebecca.
Rebecca. Was
Okay.
there somebody?
All right. So we add into our knowledge. That's all I wanted to know. All right. First question. Who was the mother of Cain and Abel? Was it Leah? Was it Rebecca? Was it Eve? Or was it Rachel? Cain and Abel. The correct answer is Eve. All right. Who got that right? Let's see. Glowing Crane takes the lead. So yeah, even though I didn't say it, she was the mother of Cain and Abel. Let's see what's the next one. I think we're going. Granny, can you read about Rachel?
Rachel, wife of Jacob and the mother of Joseph. Rachel became the wife of Jacob, but only after her father Laban had deceived Jacob into marrying Rachel's sister, Leah, first. The love between Rachel and Jacob serves as an example to married couples of God's abiding blessings.
Okay, and had you heard about Rachel before?
Yes.
Okay, so just for those that don't know,
Rachel was
Jacob actually had to work for 7 years just to be able to marry Rachel. Then he was tricked into having to marry Leah, so he had to work another 7 years in order to actually marry Rachel. So 14 years just to marry someone, but he stayed true to it. So there's a little extra commentary in case you need that later. Paul. You're on mute, Paul.
Okay. Ruth, virtuous ancestor of Jesus. Ruth was a virtuous young widow. When her Jewish mother-in-law, Naomi, returned to Israel from Moab after a famine, Ruth pledged to follow Naomi and worship her God. Boaz married Ruth and rescued both women from poverty.
Okay, do you remember that story?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. All right, Trey, can you run them back for us? How many we?
We have Eve, Sarah, Rebecca, Ruth, Jochebed,
And Rachel.
Okay.
and Rachel.
Okay. All right. Trey on it. Trey on it. All right. What's the next one? Leah. How about Layla? Can you read Leah, please?
Leah, wife of Jacob, through deceit.
Deceit.
Leah led a heartbreaking life trying to win Jacob's love, but God graced Leah in a special way. Her son Judah led the tribe that produced Jesus, Savior of the world. Leah is a symbol for people who try to earn God's love, which is unconditional.
Right. So as you can see, a lot of this history and all these women um, are in the bloodline of Jesus. So, this is trying to connect the dots and show the importance of each and every one of these women. All right. First question. Isaac's mother. Who was Isaac's mother? Was it Sarah? Was it Rachel? Was it Hagar or Mahapal? Who was Isaac's mother? Let's see who's gonna get this one. We got the answers in. All right. Sarah is the correct answer. Let's see what that did to the leaderboard. Ooh, Growing Crane is still in the lead. All right. Think we got another? Oh. Miriam. Jamel, can you read this one?
Miriam, sister of Moses. Miriam, Moses' sister, played an important role in the exodus of the Jews from Egypt. Miriam intervened with Pharaoh's daughter, offering Jochebed as his wet nurse. God cursed her with leprosy, but healed her after Moses' prayer.
Okay. So are you connecting the dots?
So when Jochebed sent the basket down the Nile, Miriam was the one that found it.
No.
No.
It's close though.
Okay.
Help her out, Pawpaw. Do you remember? Butch.
Who is then who was Miriam?
You remember Pharaoh's daughter.
Pharaoh's daughter.
So Jochebed sent Moses down the Nile in the basket. Pharaoh's daughter found her. But that's what Miriam said, hey, you're going to need somebody to nurse that baby. Do you want me to go find a woman for you, knowing the whole time that was her mom's baby and her little brother?
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we connecting the dots here now. All right, let's go. We learning. Rahab. Trey, can you read Rahab? Oh, no. No.
Rahab, unlikely ancestor of Jesus. Rahab was a prostitute in the city of Jericho. Rahab harbored their spies in her house in exchange for her family's safety. Rahab played a key role in God's plan of salvation.
Okay, so sorry about that, y'all. Hey, I tried to catch it on the sensor, but just to let y'all know what happened here, in case you didn't understand everything you read, Trey. So Rahab, she was one of them women that, people wouldn't have thought was good, but what she did was she hid the spy. She hid the spies, is what they were called. They were actually Jesus people, in order to keep them safe. And then when the walls of Jericho fell and the people came to take over, it was because of her. She basically saved the day. So that's long story short. Like I said, I didn't mean to pick that one for you. Butch, can you take the next one? Oh, never
Sure.
mind. We have a quiz. Who was Laban's youngest daughter? Laban's youngest daughter. Remember who Laban? Oh, here's somebody whispering the answer. Trying to throw people off. What we got? The answer is Rachel. We only had one person get that right? Oh, we had 3 people. Let's see what that did to the leaderboard. Ooh, we have some people that's moved up. Clever Buffalo and Purple Ferret moved up the leaderboard. Next question. Who is Jacob and Esau's mother? Was it Rebecca, or Rebecca? Looks like the teacher did proofread the answers, but let's see what that did to the leaderboard. Oh, I know y'all saying somebody cheated. Go ahead and say it. It's all good. Y'all can unmute. All right, next one.
Huh?
Who was Laban's oldest?
His daughter.
Huh? Who was Laban's oldest daughter? Excuse me, oldest.
It's Esther.
Esther.
Esther?
No.
Uh-oh, let's see what that did. Everybody got that one? Well, almost everybody. Let's see. Oh, we got somebody that fell completely off the leaderboard. Here we go.
Who's Glowing Crane?
Glowing Crane, check in.
Oh, Papa.
Who saved the Israelite spies in Jericho? We just talked about this one. Hey, you and your mama cheating? I hear y'all doing a little talking.
Oh, wait.
Can you please cover your paper tray? I need you to cover up your paper. All right, let's see.
Didn't work.
We got Rahab. All right. Ooh, Glowing Crane he's crushing today. All right. Who was Moses' mother? Who is Moses' mother? Was it Jochebed, Miriam, Queen of Pharaoh, or Sarah? Uh-oh. We got a man. Correct. Everybody got that one. Jochebed. Except somebody. Let's see what that did. Whoa! We have a new leader, folks. Purple Ferret is now in the lead. Man, the mighty have fallen. Let's see. Is there another question, or are we going into one more? Ruth's mother-in-law. Who is Ruth's mother-in-law? Naomi, Esther, or Naomi? It's a little trickery.
That is true. That is true. Oh, man.
No.
Oh, man.
All right, what did this to the leaderboard? We have a new leader, folks.
No.
Clever Buffalo has taken the lead.
Who are you? Which one are you?
And those kids.
Who is Clever Buffalo?
Ooh.
All right,
Layla.
Can you read this one?
Deborah, influential female judge. Deborah served as the only female judge in a lawless period before the country got its first king. Deborah's wisdom and faith in God inspired the people. Thanks to her leadership, Israel enjoyed peace for 40 years.
Okay, so that's Deborah. That's Deborah. All right, Butch. Can you read Delilah?
Yep. Delilah, bad influence on Samson. Delilah used her beauty and sex appeal to influence the strong man Samson, preying on his runaway lust. Samson, a warrior who killed many Philistines, the story of Samson and Delilah tells how lack of self-control can lead to a person's downfall.
All right. So, Butch, you've heard that story of Samson and Delilah before? Yeah. You're on mute. I can't hear you.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we got Delilah. Here we go with the question. Whoops. Samson fell in love with who? Diana, Rhoda, Elizabeth, or Delilah? It was a little late when I was coming up with these questions. All right. This should have been an easy one just to get y'all back. Everybody got it right. Let's go. No change to the leaderboard. All right. Granny, can you read about Hannah, the mother of Samuel?
Hannah, the mother of Samuel. Hannah was an example of perseverance in prayer. Barren for many years, she prayed unceasingly for a child until God granted her request. We learn from Hannah that when your greatest desire is to give glory to God, He will grant that request.
Right. I can see why she would be important. Paul, can you take this one?
All right, how you say Bathsheba?
Bathsheba.
Yep, Bathsheba.
I done lost it.
The mother of Solomon. Okay, I'll read it for him.
I got kicked out.
He got kicked out.
Okay.
Bathsheba, mother of Solomon. Bathsheba had an adulterous affair with King David, and with God's help, turned it to good. Bathsheba later bore Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived. Bathsheba showed that God can restore sinners who come back to him.
All right. So that's Bathsheba. Coming on around. Jamel, can you take this one?
Jezebel. Jezebel, vengeful queen of Israel. Jezebel, a deceitful woman, wife of King Ahab, she persecuted prophets of God, especially Elijah. Jezebel's eunuchs threw her off a balcony where she was trampled by Jehu's horse. Dogs ate her corpse just as Elijah has foretold. Whew, she had a rough life.
Yep. Well, that's what happens when you're being deceitful. All right. Trey.
The influential Persian queen. Esther saved the Jewish people from destruction. She was selected in a beauty pageant to become queen to the Persian king Xerxes. However, Haman plotted to have all the Jews murdered. Esther stepped out in courage, proving God can save his people. He stopped people wrong.
Yeah, it's a character limit. Thank you, Trey. So did you understand what Esther did?
Yes.
Can you replay the story, baby?
Okay, so Esther, even though she was Jewish, when she won the beauty pageant, she went, became one of she had the king's ear, basically. So her uncle Mordecai, which, I wanted to bring Mordecai's out. He had told her, like, hey, Haman he's trying to kill all the Jews. I need you to talk to the king. I need you to talk to the king. And normally, the women wouldn't ask the king for anything because they were scared that he might not like what they were asking him to do or telling him what to do, and would basically kill them. But she got over her fear and actually spoke to the king and told him what was going on, which actually reversed. Haman had set up these basically to be hung and everything for the Jews, and he ended up being the one that was killed. So thanks to Esther, the Jews were saved, and we know Jesus was a Jew, and how that all goes hand in hand. Everybody got it? Good. So we're learning. Keep it on moving. Here we go. We're going to test this learning. Prophetess and judge. Who was a prophetess and judge? Was it Judge Judy? Was it Deborah? Was it Little Debbie's or Deb? All right. Everybody remembers Deborah was a judge. All right. What did that do to the leaderboard? We had somebody fall off, and Flying Panther has moved up. Swift Eagle has a streak of 6 correct answers in a row. Who saved the Jews? Was it Sarah, Sarai, Naomi, or Esther? Who saved the Jews? Esther. All right. Okay. That might have changed the leaderboard a little bit. Yeah. Fast back. Then came on the board. Clever Buffalo still in the lead. All right. Granny, can you read this one?
Mary, obedient mother of Jesus. Mary, a devoted servant who honored God by saying yes. She submitted and gave birth to Jesus. Mary bore much sorrow, including watching her son crucified on Calvary, but she also saw him raised from the dead.
All right. So that's the Mary most familiar with everyone, right?
Yes.
All right. So, Layla, can you read about Elizabeth?
Okay. Elizabeth, mother of John the Baptist. Elizabeth, another barren woman in the Bible, was singled out by God for a special honor. When God caused her to conceive at an old age, her son grew up to become John the Baptist, the mighty prophet who heralded the coming of the Messiah.
Right. So John the Baptist, do you remember who he is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, he was the one that told everybody that Jesus was coming. That was his cousin. All right. Let's go with Pawpaw. You back up?
Okay. Martha, ancient sister of Lazarus. Martha, the sister of Lazarus and Mary, often opened her home to Jesus and his apostles, providing much needed food and rest. Remembered for losing her temper because her sister was paying attention to Jesus rather than helping with the meal.
All right. So that's Martha. We got another Mary. Jamel, can you read this one?
Mary of Bethany, loving follower of Jesus. Mary was one of several women who supported Jesus in his ministry, both with their talents and money. Her lasting example teaches that the Christian church still needs the support and involvement of believers to carry on the mission of Christ.
Right. Jesus couldn't do it himself. He needed help. All right, Butch, can you read about Mary Magdalene?
Yep. Mary Magdalene, unwavering disciple of Jesus. Mary Magdalene stayed loyal to Jesus during his crucifixion and even after his death. Jesus had cast 7 demons out of her, earning her lifelong love. Magdalene, she was the first person he appeared to after he rose from the dead.
All right. So did you know all that? Butch, did you already know that? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. When I was doing it, I didn't know that she was the only one that actually stayed during the crucifixion. Like after everyone else had fled because they were scared they would be caught being friends of Jesus. I didn't know that. All right. Here's a question. Elderly women in the temple waiting to see Jesus. Who was an elderly woman in the temple waiting to see Jesus? Was it Anna? Was it Mary? Was it Simon? Was it?
Can you teach us? It said in the temple.
I don't know.
It's either.
It was Anna. We didn't talk about her. I didn't get the question right. Sorry about that. That was a bonus question. Didn't change the leaderboard. Let's keep it moving. Here we go. Serve the disciples and Jesus in their ministry. Was it Mary or Mary Magdalene? Correct. Mary Magdalene. All right, what did that do to the leaderboard? Swift Eagle has taken the lead. Who's Swift Eagle? Oh, must be one of our YouTubers. All right. Next question. Sister of Lazarus and Mary. Was it Bethany, Simone, Martha, or Elizabeth? Who was the sister of Lazarus and Mary? All right, the answer is Martha. What did that do to the leaderboard? Oh, Purple Ferret. Okay, folks, we're coming up on the last question, which is a bonus question. Not a woman of the Bible, but we want to know. This is double the points, so this could change the whole projection of the game. Are you ready? I need some thumbs up. I need to hear you. Are you ready?
We're ready.
All right, this is Double Jeopardy. Let's see. Type your answer. Double points. What is her name? Wow. This is a modern woman of today. We used the picture several times for Deborah as a hint. Deborah, remember, was what? All right. Now, what is her name? Recently appointed by Mr. President Biden. Giving you all the hints I can give. Let's see.
It's her name.
All right. And the answer is nobody got it right. I would have took any of these answers. That was the bonus question for the day.
I didn't see
Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Mom.
Oh,
All right. So let's see. What does this do to who makes the podium?
That just means you spelled the name wrong. That's all.
We have Clever Buffalo. In second place, we have Purple Ferret. And the winner, chicken dinner, goes to Swift Eagle.
Kanji. I didn't know how to spell Kanji.
Me
I tried to
neither.
give you a bunch of different spellings. Y'all had the name, y'all just couldn't spell it.
I didn't know how to spell brown.
All right, so who's the winner? Swift Eagle. Is that a YouTuber? Check in, type it in the comments if you're watching on YouTube and won the Kahoot today.
And Papa, what was yours? What was your name?
I had to get 2. Remember, when I dropped out, when I tried to get back in, it made me get another name. So if you add my points,
Okay, so we got one under protest. Anybody else? Butch, who are you? Which
I'd
one were
rather not say.
Oh, you said anonymous. So he was the one that fell completely off the leaderboard. Trey, who are you?
Huh?
Who are you?
I got 5th place. I was glowing
Oh, okay.
like something.
All right. So
Balance
next
grade.
week, I forgot we're still on. We're still live. Next week, we're gonna dive back into our Crazy Faith series. If you look inside your book, there's gonna be a access code. So if you go to the website studygateway.com/redeem and type in your access code, you'll have access to all the videos to support the book. So what we're asking for next week, we'll be live, but we're going to be discussing baby faith. So we want you all to, well, this first session 1. So that's baby faith and maybe faith. So if you can, take a look at the video, kind of read through the book, so we can have a very lively discussion next week when we'll be live at Real Power. So it'll be a hybrid session. I will be online and live next week at Real Power, 9 o'clock. We'll see you there. Before we leave, I did want to know any takeaways from today, any new people you may have known, or any new insights, or just putting the names to the stories. Did that help?
That was excellent. I knew a
Yeah, I
lot of
remember.
stories, but I didn't remember all the names. So that was a good lesson.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Next time we're playing the game, I'm gonna just Mary because that's 5 of them right there.
Can't go wrong with Mary, right? All right. Can anybody name all 20?
I missed
Go
one.
ahead. Go ahead, Jamel.
Wait, let me see. Sarah, Eve, Jacobeb, Rebecca, Rachel, Ruth, Leah, Miriam, Rahab, Deborah, Delilah, Hannah, Bathsheba, Jezebel, Esther, Mary, the mother of Jesus, Elizabeth, Martha, Mary of Bethany, and Mary Magdalene. Did I miss one?
Oh, he got it right. He got it right.
She missed Naomi.
Ah, Naomi.
I knew she didn't get them all right.
Naomi, what? She wasn't doing that. She was part of the story.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Look at this. It said Adrian won the Kahoot.
Oh, Adrian was with people.
Oh,
Yeah.
good
There you
job,
go, Adrian.
Adrian.
Way to go, Adrian. All right. We'll see y'all at church.